friends, CowboyJobu here with the Jobu Sports Report, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, this just wouldn't work without you guys. Now, I'm wishing each and every one of you guys a very Merry Christmas. Yes, I know our Cowboys definitely did not put us anything under the tree. I know we're disappointed that this season, well, let's face it, it stunk. It just basically, I don't know, hot garbage. We had hopes, we had dreams, but alas, there is next year. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but there is next year. So let's go to the press conference with the Grinch that stole Christmas and see what he has to say about the game last night.
Start by talking just about being eliminated from the playoffs today in this game.
Yeah, obviously this was a big game for us. And, I thought our team fought hard. How we doing, guys?
Good. Start by talking just about being eliminated from the playoffs today in this game.
Yeah, obviously this was a big game for us, and we needed to win it, and we didn't do the things necessary to win it. I thought our team fought hard and battled hard. We just didn't play well enough. Turnovers were a big part of this game. The missed field goals at the end certainly hurt us. So you have to do those basic fundamental things. They scored one of their touchdowns on the interception return, and then the other two turnovers gave them good opportunities to go score. So I thought our defense did a good job battling throughout the ball game. We limited them to not many yards. I thought in a lot of ways we controlled the game offensively. We just didn't cash in once we got down in there close. And ultimately those are the things that are the difference between winning and losing ball games. And we didn't do a good enough job executing in all the phases to cash in and do the important things to win games.
Last time we were down there close, there were no runs, and Elliott had ran so well early. Why no runs down there?
Yeah, the first down play was one of those, run pass options that we had. They loaded up the box. And, the second down play was a play that we liked. And, obviously Zeke's a great player, played very well today, been very good for us. But those kinds of plays have been good for us as well all year long.
As far as Dan Bailey's two misses, do you think it's still possibly tied into the injury from earlier in the year?
I don't know. I do know that he made 4 kicks in the game, 2 of them 51-yarders, so he was kicking well, and he's been such a great player for us for a long time. So, those are important. Obviously, the first one, the first miss, kept it a 2-score game. In that situation, if we made it a 1-score game, the dynamic changes on the other side of it. They're in a different situation offensively. But we did a good job getting the ball back, giving ourselves a chance coming back the other way, and unfortunately we missed the second one.
What were they doing to fluster Dak? It seemed like he rushed throws and sort of like the picks,
Well, they're a good football team. They play good defense. They have good rushers. They do a good job getting around the quarterback. They're fast on the back end of it. And I thought at times they did a very good job. Other times we didn't execute well enough in the passing game.
Do you ever call off the run pass options in those situations and just say run it?
Sure.
Why wouldn't you do that in that situation there?
Well, when you look back on those plays and they don't work out, it's very easy to do that. Again, I think we've been one of the better red zone teams in the league, and running the ball has been a part of it. Run pass options have been a part of it, and then throwing the ball. And in that particular case, it didn't work out very well for us.
But at the same time, you said those other plays have been good to you this year. There wasn't much going for you today, except Zeke. So it seems natural. First and goal to 3, second and goal to 2, get the ball to Zeke.
Yeah, those are easy afterwards, and obviously Zeke.
Easy at the time.
Obviously, Zeke's a really good player. We like him, and we give him plenty of opportunities. In that particular case, it didn't work out for us, and that was a big part of the game.
What did you see on Dak's 2 interceptions, and how would you describe how those broke down and what happened?
The second one was the play over the middle to Dez, and I didn't have a great vantage point of it where the ball was located. I do know the ball was tipped up in the air. The one that was returned He was just working through his progression. I think he was shielded a little bit from seeing Zeke. I think he was checking the ball down to Zeke or to the back and didn't get a great look at it and threw the ball over his head.
How would you characterize Dez's performance today? He had, like I said, a couple of drops, one led to an interception, and then the fumble, lost a fumble on the sideline.
Yeah, the fumble was a big play in the game. That was an opportunity for us to kind of get him going. Good route, good throw and catch, and just got the ball knocked out afterwards. Obviously in a game like this, you want to be clean. You want to catch a ball. You want to hold them all. You want to make all the plays. At times we did that. Other times we didn't. And they're a good football team. We give them credit. Hats off to them. We didn't do the fundamental things well enough to win this game.
Before the fumble, it seemed to be animated on the sideline and been, talking to Miles, and then you guys got him the ball. Was that him asking for the ball, and what was that about?
Yeah, I don't know what you're specifically referring to, but Dez is a very passionate player. That's one of the things that makes him a really good player. He loves to play, and I think he understood what we're trying to get accomplished, and we felt like we had a good opportunity to control the game by running it. We're in some two tight end personnel groups and ran the ball at him a little bit, and really we were controlling the game in a lot of ways. And, he just had to be patient, wait for his opportunity, just like the other guys.
Any thoughts now, since you are out of the playoffs, to possibly resting Zeke and Dak next week in a game that may be?
Yeah, we haven't had any of those discussions yet. Obviously, we want to finish strong and get back to work and practice the right way and give ourselves every chance, in the game next week up there against Philadelphia.
Do you think missing the playoffs does anything for you and your future here?
I'm not really focused on that. I'm just focused on trying to do the best job coaching for this football team. And it was a tough loss for us today. We're going to get back to work and try to finish strong.
Would you call this an uncharacteristic performance for Dak today? And you talked about it a little bit, but he seemed to be under a lot of pressure as well. What were some of the things that, if it was an uncharacteristic day for him going into that?
Oh, I think as much as anything else, it was the turnovers. He's done such a good job taking care of the football throughout his career, and that's not easy for a young quarterback to do. But again, they're a good defensive team. I thought we did a good job neutralizing the rush by able to run the football at them and kind of control the game. But when those guys, get off the ball, they get around the quarterback, and they can make that environment challenging for him. And again, at times I thought he handled it very well. Other times we didn't handle it well enough as a team.
That seemed to be a problem at times. What were they doing? Why couldn't you protect against the blitz?
Yeah, a couple of times they brought pressure, and I thought we did a good job identifying it. Sometimes it was hard for our protector to get there. They did a good job with a couple twists that they did. That was part of it. The other part of it is they did a good job rushing with their down guys. They got a good front, and so pressuring the quarterback is line one and playing pass defense, and that was a big part of what they did today.
How do you feel Elliott held up in his return from the
I thought he handled himself really well. He practiced well all week long, and I thought he played well in this ball game.
Did Seattle do anything defensively really that surprised you during the game?
Did you anticipate this sort of workload for Elliott, or was it let's get into the game, see how he responds early, and then we'll go from there?
Well, he had a really good week of practice. You can tell he worked very hard in his time away from us, and he really got himself acclimated on Wednesday and just practiced normally. So we were certainly optimistic that we'd do that. We wanted to keep the other two halfbacks up in the game just to make sure as he was coming back that he could handle the workload, and didn't see any issues with him at all physically throughout this game.
Did you think the defense did everything they needed to do to win the game? I think they held them to under 140 yards.
Yeah, the defense did a really nice job. Obviously, turnovers were a big part of the game. They got a couple short fields. We were on the field a lot offensively, but I thought we did a good job containing their quarterback, keeping him in the pocket. He only got out a couple times. That's been a big part of their offense. We did a good job, minimizing the big plays that they can make. They got a couple big playmaking type guys, and I thought we did a good job of that. I think when you hold a team, I think it was under 150 yards, you really give yourself a good chance. Obviously, the turnovers were a big part of this ball game, and when you do that, when you're -3 in the turnover ratio, it's hard to win games.
What did you tell your team after this, since it was eliminated?
I thought we played really hard in the game. I thought we fought hard. We didn't play well enough, and we didn't do the fundamental things. Taking care of the football is line one to winning ball games in this league, and that's not only for us, that's for every team. And you go back and look at each play specifically as to why those turnovers happened, you try to rectify those going forward. But they were big plays in the game, and when you do that, you don't give yourself the best chance to win. So the effort, the fight, the physicalness, all of those things were very positive in this game. But ultimately, we didn't do the things necessary to win.
Has it made any worse the fact that Atlanta lost and Detroit lost, two things you needed to happen?
Yeah, our focus was on us the whole time. I think our team has done a really good job of that the last few weeks, just to focus on us and what we can control, come to work every day and prepare to play our best on Sundays. And we've done that, and I thought we prepared really well this week. I thought we played really hard today. We just didn't play well enough today.
Earl Thomas came into the locker room, talked to you. What was that about? What was going on there?
I don't know. We have great respect for him. He's an outstanding football player, and he played very well today.
Did Tyron re-injure his knee, or did he just realize he couldn't?
I think as much as anything else, he wanted to give it a go today. He went out and worked before the game and felt like he felt well enough to give it a shot. But once he got into the game and the rigors of trying to block a guy in the run game and in pass protection, he knew that it couldn't hold up. So after that first series, we took him out and put Byron Bell in.
Well, on a positive note, the young guys in the defense have really come along this season. You got to feel good about what their future is.
Well, certainly they grew a lot. They played a lot of football early on in their careers, and I think they grew from the experience. I thought they went about it the right way. Certainly wasn't perfect, but they approached it the right way in practice, approached the games the right way, played hard, fought, battled, and I think they learned from week to week.
There's a lot of Tyron Smith, too. A guy at that level deserves, if he says, let me give it a shot. I don't know if I can go, but let me give it a shot. Maybe I can make it. Was that basically kind of the...
Yeah, we wanted to give him every chance, and he was able to walk through yesterday, and he felt better as the week went on. But, he came out of the workout before the game and said, hey, let's give this thing a go. And we had our eyes wide open. We had the 8 offensive linemen up. We knew this could be a possibility. So we gave him a chance, and, all we wanted from him was just an honest answer as the game unfolded, if you're able to do it. And he told us no, and then Byron Bell went in, and, Byron did a good job hanging in there.
The decision to kick it there at the end, Dan had made some kicks, but one went off the bar, one tugged the other post, and then he's missed some. Did you think about, okay, maybe he's not on his game, even if he had made some of these kicks? Or is it make, it doesn't matter?
Yeah, again, he made, I think, 2 51-yarders and made 4 in the game. He had missed the previous one, but he's made a lot of kicks for us through the years, and we just felt like the game situation dictated it was a 2-score game. Let's kick the field goal now. Let's get into the onside kick mode, and then hopefully we can win at the end of the game with a touchdown.
What's your message to the team going forward for this last game?
We just got to get back to work, and we got to finish strong. Finish is a really important word for us. Each play, each day, each game, and we certainly have to finish the season the right way. We have the right kind of